So, hello everyone. I'm back. And as I was saying about my table set and the paint, and I had a big issue at the Walmart. So, I'm calling this the thumbs up and the thumbs down minute. Okay? Because there was stuff going on that I just couldn't believe. Okay, so first off, since I showed you my table set and how I painted it, and so there was this big issue with the paint. So I go to Walmart, and nothing against Walmart, but I'm giving them a thumbs down here because I go in, I'm doing my shopping with my husband, and I decide, I got to get some paint for that table set. I got to get some spray paint. So first off, they moved the spray paint and paint department closer to the grocery area. Well, it's more on this side of the building. It used to be way over here. Okay, let's say. So we go over there and I get up to where the spray paint is, and usually you can just grab the spray paint, whatever color you need. But I look and they've got the spray paint all in cases. And they're locked cases, the glass ones with the doors, and you got to get the key in order to get the item out. Well, let's just say I was not happy. So, okay, I'm like, why is the paint locked up? So my husband said there's too many people. He believes, now it's just our opinion, he believes that too many people have took the spray cans, took the tops off, okay? And then they spray the paint on anything they see. And they want to see the color, as the paint. So instead of, I don't know, they should have a cardboard thingy there so you can do that or something, because they do it at the Lowe's like that. So you can test it. But so I guess too many people were doing that, and you could see spray cans with splattered spray paint on them and stuff for irresponsible people who, I guess I'm just saying, not a nice thing to do, because you're wrecking product. So you have to be responsible when you go into the store. You can't just do whatever you want. Okay, so now it's spoiled it for everybody. So I ask for help because I guess I'm in the aisle where the back door is to, I guess, the warehouse behind the Walmart, and there's people coming out bringing, loads of stuff on wheel racks. And so the first lady, everybody was very nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not squawking about workers or anything like that. But so I asked for help, and she says, okay, I'll call someone for you. So I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting so I can buy a can of spray paint. One can. So then another lady comes out, and I said, I just want to, she said, you need help? And I was like, yeah, I need to get a can of spray paint, which I'm thinking, you got it locked up. So she says, okay, I'll call someone. And then there was a little black box, okay, no label on it, not what it's for, with buttons. I'm looking at that and I'm saying, no, I'm not going to push those buttons, you guys, because what if an alarm goes off and they think I'm stealing paint that's in the locked up case? Oh my gosh, I am going out of my mind. So I don't want to push the buttons. I'm tempted to push the buttons in the black box that's not labeled or says what it is. So the girl comes by. She's like, okay, so this is the box. And she's pushing all the buttons. And guess what? It doesn't work. Okay. Okay. So I'm like, oh, well, that was helpful. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't work. All I want is a can of spray paint, people. Okay. So she says, I'll call someone. Okay, she was very nice. Not getting on this lady. She was very nice. She tried to help. Okay, she says, she's coming. Oh, okay, thanks. So I'm waiting. And in the meanwhile, my husband's waiting too. So I send him up to get his vitamin C vitamins, which is way up on the other part. Okay, way up on the other part of the, on the other side near the pharmacy. So you go up there, and probably by the time you get up there, I'll have my spray paint. Okay, so he goes. I'm still waiting, you guys. It must have been 15 minutes of waiting. That seemed like forever. And I tried to be really patient, really patient. So finally, I'm like, nope. You know what? I took my phone out and checked the prices at the Hobby Lobby. And yes, it was 10 cents more. But I'm thinking, I know I'm not going to have to wait half an hour for a can of spray paint. So by the time I get up there, my husband's already halfway back from getting the vitamin C, which is all the way on the other side of the store. So I did end up getting the paint at the Hobby Lobby for 10 cents more. And guess what? They weren't going to allow anybody to take the cap off and spray it. They had tape around the cap. So here's an idea, Walmart. Let me give you an idea, Walmart. Please, just put some tape around the tops, or have your people that you're buying from put some tape around the caps so people can't take the paint tops off and spray the paint. Then you don't have to buy extremely expensive cases with locks and make people wait almost a half an hour for a can of spray paint that should be right on the shelf just fine. So, Walmart, you're getting a thumbs down. I'm sorry. Down. Okay. So that's over, and I vented, and I feel good now, because that is off my chest, okay? So, thank goodness, I go to the Hobby Lobby, because that cheered me up. Got my paint, $5.99, okay, found the color I needed. Thank God. All right, so that's over. So we go to the Hobby Lobby, and I went there to get this hard coat, which I said I needed for my table, so because I ran out, and I only had enough to do the tabletop that I was talking about the paint. We don't want to go there again. And so I got my Mod Podge, and I ended up buying my Duraclear there because it's still the same price, $7.99, hasn't gone up. Mod Podge $8.99. The hard coat one is $8.99, and I probably could have got a better price, but I just needed it, so I got it. But then, usually I check the clearance rack, okay? And so I've always checked out this Slick Tulip fabric paints and stuff, and I'm noticing little reduced stickers. Now, I went to the clearance rack in the back, and there was tons of Christmas stuff in the way. Boxes and boxes of Christmas stuff opened, and I couldn't get to the clearance rack because there was way too much stuff. So thumbs down for that, okay? But I noticed reduced stickers in the aisles where the supplies were I was looking. So I found this beautiful teal, bright teal, Slick Tulip, regularly $5.49 each, for $1.99. So I'm like, oh, that's new. That's something new. Hobby Lobby has the reduced items in the aisle with the rest of the stuff. So if you go there for something that's $5.49, now if there's a reduced item, they're leaving them in the aisle with the other items. You don't have to go searching all over the store anymore. Wow. That is great. So, found that. Then I said, wow, if they're starting to do that, I'm going to look around a little bit. So I looked, and they had these beautiful stencils, okay, in the same aisle where the stencils was. So I just started looking for reduced stickers. Regularly, these stencils are $2.79. So I found this beautiful Farm Fresh premium quality 1965 with the chicken on it stencil for 69 cents. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm looking some more, and I find beautiful fairies with butterflies and flowers and stars for 62 cents. So, okay, regularly $2.49. In my basket it goes. Then I found, now there was some more, so I suggest if you want some stencils that are nice, to go over there and look in the aisles, because you'll start seeing, just look for these little red reduced stickers that are all my new friend now. And they're right in the aisle with the items. So, I mean, okay, fine, you go there to buy what you want. But now you can buy the reduced stuff, and you don't have to search so much if you want something else. So I found those 3 beautiful stencils. So then, now, okay, this item. Then I look around, because, we all have our things we're looking for, and then you're always looking for the clearance stuff in there. So I looked in the little wood-shaped department, and I found these fall leaves for 82 cents. Regularly $3.29. Now, this is the Hobby Lobby, you guys, and there's 5 in this pack. Also found these cute little woods animals, and I love the bear. 69 cents regularly, $2.79, right in the aisle. So that's new. You can go in, you can get what you're looking for, and then you can see if there's any reduced items in that area. I can't guarantee they'll be in every area, but I was surprised to find them hanging up right with everything else. So didn't I get 2, because I love the bears, and I love the owls and the other little woods animals, and I use bears a lot. So mine in the cart it went. And then there was just one more little item, which this was half price. So it was $2.75 for this $5.49 gingerbread house kit. And these are foam, okay? And they come with all the little doors, candies, and everything else that's shown on this picture to make these gingerbread houses. But you know me, I can take these little houses and make other little houses with this set. And I paid 50% off for this one. No orange sticker, no reduced sticker, but that was reduced enough for me because it's so adorable. So, thumbs up for Hobby Lobby. I love that idea. Thank you for putting the reduced items in the aisle with everything else, because that was smart, because I ended up spending $30-something when I only needed to go in there for one item. And you got the sales because you did the good things. So, and I bought paint from you. 10 cents more than the Walmart because of stupid ideas, which it's just my opinion, that is a stupid idea, but I can see why. Okay, I can see why, but at least have somebody in the area so you don't have to wait a half an hour to get a can of spray paint. So that's the thumbs up and the thumbs down minute. This is Artist at Work. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll be back with my next project. I'm going to be working on my Home Sweet Home box. I'm not finished yet. Remember, I have lots to do. I did talk about how I'm going to be designing the rest of this now. This is just the top. So I've got to work on it some more, and I'll be back to you. Bye-bye.